Another training video, this one to cover fuel types and how you can use the system to validate fuel tickets as you're entering them in FBO Director. And what I'm going to do to demonstrate this feature is use a existing customers database inside our staging environment to show how this all comes together. So first and foremost, you have to be using our fuel management module. The reason you've got to be using that is we figure out what types of fuel you're selling based on the product code that shows in your asset table for your fuel trucks. So if you've got a fuel type called John's Diesel, that would be a fuel type that would show up. Of course, we're generally going to have Jet or Avgas as appropriate. That's step one. Step two is connecting fuel types to your tail numbers. So if I visit the Manage Tail Numbers screen and I start taking a look, you'll notice that I have this field here called product code. We don't go ahead and connect that to a make and model because we want to leave the granularity of doing so up to you. So to connect it to a make and model, I'm going to choose a tail number that I've been working off of previously. And what you'll see here is I've got Mike Einen. He's in a Cirrus, and I've got him set up for Avgas 100 low lead. Now, Scott Bohannon doesn't have a fueling set up in his Cirrus, so I'm going to go ahead and click on the pencil, make and model, Avgas 100 low lead, save the data. And you may be wondering, look at user 3. This column over here, why is there information in that column? Because this particular customer converted from another software program, FBO Manager, to come on board with FBO Director. And when we did the import at first, actually in this case almost 3 years ago, we imported the data to that field. So we're able to now have a direct link to the proper product code. So let's go take a look at what does this mean. There's not going to be huge alarm bells going off or anything like that, but using this feature is just one more safety measure in the process. So when I'm creating an invoice, if you recall, I used 320 Tango Sierra. The Cirrus pops up, got information on here. I can sell whatever I want, but if I go to add fuel to the ticket, and at first we'll correctly add Avgas from the Avgas truck, 15.7 gallons. I'll submit that information, and it added it, no problem at all. Let's say though that I was in a hurry, I've got customers waiting at the desk, I grabbed the jet truck by accident, I went ahead and I keyed in the ending ticket reading, or a better example, maybe I grabbed the wrong tail number for the particular customer. When I do that and click submit, I get this warning. The fuel type is not correct for this tail number, and we won't let you save that ticket to the database. So that's the stopgap for running the fuel piece. Now, troubleshooting and things that may occur, let's just say that you adamantly know that this is supposed to be a jet fuel fueling for this particular aircraft, and you're in the middle of doing the ticket, that it's set up incorrectly in the back office. The tail number, two things drive the logic on this screen. Item number one, the type of fuel, which comes from the asset, which comes from the product code connected to that. It's stored in a hidden field on this screen. Number two, the tail number that was used. If I use a different tail number or no tail number, the transaction will go through. So that's the troubleshooting piece of using that. Of course, in this case, it's wrong. But just a quick new feature, validation of fuel types on the invoice via the setup that you go through on tail numbers, manage tail numbers, and setting up that information in the system. It may be a little time consuming, but it's a great Sunday afternoon project for your staff to sit there and just go through and add product codes to particular aircraft. And in some cases, we can offer some assistance. For instance, if you have a huge number of make and models that are the same, like all of these Pilatus right here, once you set up one, let us know. We can go back and do a quick update in the database and help you out. Hope this video made sense. We appreciate your business. Visit FBODirector.com for more information.